singing the
Welcome to Pete's Basement, Season 3, Episode 2, guys.
Dedicated to Cousin Vern and little Cousin Vern and all the other Verns in Brooklyn town.
And with their banjos.
With their banjos.
Can't forget the banjos.
And their Brooklyn moonshine, otherwise known as Cisco.
My Cousin Vern and my other.
And a big shout out to my father and Cousin Vern's band, the Newtown Creek Bogey Band. So, just for that.
Oh, can't forget the 08.
Burns.
Rich is joining us today, and we don't have a wooden chair for him, so Rich gets the midget seat, much to Adam's chagrin.
So I have to talk like
He
this?
said chagrin.
Word of the day, toilet paper, man. It works. I'm telling you. Book of the week, guys. Suicide Squad number 67, Blackest Night crossover.
Written by Gail Simone and John Ostrander.
And written
drawn
quite
by...
well, I might add.
Pretty artwork.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Wow.
It's perfect for what it is.
Who drew
The
it?
dead guy with the violin is
Calafiore.
fucking awesome.
Yep. Yeah, Jim Calafiore or
Well, he has some moments where he's
Calafiore.
he's done some books.
Calafiore.
You need to be Italian to do
Yeah,
that.
I think so.
Yep.
I was just impressed from this shit beginning to end.
I always liked the Suicide Squad, to tell you the truth. That was just that one little mini that they had.
And the Secret Six combination is just great.
Yeah.
Deadshot continues to be one of the coldest motherfuckers in comic books.
Actually, Amanda Waller in this is incredible.
She's a cunt.
She's like,
She
that's
is.
an
Yeah.
She's been a cunt since, like, Justice League.
They should bring her back.
Yeah, I agree. And I would have to say she's one of those characters who definitely has a vagina filled with razor blades.
Oh, that bad.
Much like my junior year prom date.
So, Dance Macard Part 1. Now, this is actually my first time picking up Suicide Squad, and I only bought it because it was a Blackest Night crossover.
Next week.
And if you remember last time, I said you don't have to pick up all the sister titles because it's not necessary. It's only if you want to read about those characters, and this just proved an awesome storyline. So I'm going to stick around, or at least for this arc.
For people who never read Suicide
Who
Squad,
usually writes it?
It's canceled.
It used to be John Ostrander.
All these books are canceled.
But for
Western
people who
Tales
didn't
canceled.
used to read,
Really?
67.
They just brought it back just for this one.
Oh, this is that
Yeah.
one.
Blackest Night zombie
Yeah.
books just
Yeah.
came back for one shot.
but
Yeah, no, there's
there's
a lot of
so
shit like
many,
that.
There's so many dead Suicide Squad members that it's just going to be.
Hence the
There's
name.
gonna be a lot of dead
That's
folk.
why.
Yeah, it's going to be great, and I love the fact that Deadshot just continues to just kill anyone and everyone for very
They're villains. You
reason.
forget the guys.
Yeah,
so-
the villains, but
Onto something kind of useless. Blackest Night Wonder Woman number 2. Issue 1 was cool. She went after Maxwell Lord. He would kind of lord her out and everything. And then all of a sudden, at the end of that, you know, she was summoned to the front lines to fight Necron, which is where this one picks up. Now she's a Black Lantern, and this is the whole fucking fight is like her and Mira kicking each other's ass. And then at the end, she gets the fucking. She's visited by all of these ghosts of her past and everything, and she gets the Star Sapphire ring. Picks out with Batman.
You skipped over.
This
Takes
right
out
here,
with Batman.
yeah,
Which isn't real.
Of course.
yeah. None of it's like a dream sequence. Does it?
they never made out.
It doesn't make
They
any.
kind of
sense.
pursued each other for an issue, and
But yeah,
I need
it
to
makes zero fucking sense.
But-
I obviously have to get the third one because I have this one,
I
but
have 1 and
What?
2.
Who is Greg Ruckus? Right.
Yeah.
Greg Rucka.
Did he write the first one? Was that guy?
Maybe he
Greg
was-
Rucka wrote this shit.
Yeah, no, yeah, Greg. This is really yeah. Greg Rucka is usually very good. This sucked. I think it's safe to say sucked.
I didn't mind the first one. I
didn't mind
kind of
the
liked the
first one
first
either,
one.
Sucked. Basically,
She looks horrible in that.
That's a horrendous fucking
That
wow.
wow.
You know what I think really affects it though is the
Nose.
nose
Wait,
that Spartacus
Oh, that-
fucking
yeah.
helmet Roman thing,
Yeah.
and it makes her look like she's got a flat nose.
But she's
that and the artist.
It makes her look like Sarah Jessica Parker.
Well, and also I hate
God,
to say it,
really?
but the artist decided to give her man hips, and it really is.
yeah.
She's
We're
built like.
talking about women's noses and hips
Truck.
now. Next book.
Look, it's just
book. Yeah, next book. Next book.
Batman Confidential, which the only reason this was picked up is because it was by Sam
Sam Keith.
Sam
Keith,
Keith, yeah.
and that makes it okay as far as
I
I'm
actually
concerned.
got the whole series. I have
I
one.
know you do. You buy everything though. It doesn't even count. Like if I were to pick this up, it would only be because of Sam Keith.
Okay.
You buy all
Sam
that
Keith's
book,
work, absolutely ridiculous, but in such a good way.
Yeah.
It's like, by all means.
And I'm glad it's not just a one-issue deal.
Yeah.
At least it's to be continued. And it was a pretty interesting story. Half of the reason it's an interesting story is because you just love looking at his artwork.
At least he did the whole book and not just the cover.
I gotta say though, one thing. Like him working on this brings back memories of Nightfall.
Okay.
Remember he did some of the
Yeah.
covers in
Yes.
Nightfall?
Yes.
Sick covers too.
And Sandman. The first couple issues of Sandman.
Actually, Jess was here earlier, and she mentioned that he's starting to look a lot like Ralph Steadman, who was the guy from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, who was basically with Hunter S. Thompson during that whole ordeal. If you don't know the movie, go rent it. It's Johnny Depp. It's good.
Talking about Kermit?
No, not Kermit. Muppets?
That's where I was when she said it.
Yeah, so was
That's what
I lost. I had no fucking idea
over
what you
me.
were talking about.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know why that's there.
Yeah. Red Tornado.
Red Tornado's like a little guilty pleasure for me. He was my favorite superpowers toy when I was a kid.
It really is.
Twist
Like,
eat it.
Yeah,
Suck
yeah.
my cock.
He was awesome. So I was like, okay, if they're coming out with a
little
6-issue
flame in here.
mini, I
No
had
pun
to get it.
intended.
Yeah, the cover does look a lot like a gay rape scene.
When it's-
It really does. His
It's
crotch is in
definitely
his
got-
mouth.
If you're a Red Tornado
Just
fan,
suck
yeah, you should read that, but under no other circumstances is that book even necessary. I'm a fan of the character. I
Oh my
have been
god, it
since
really
the Super
does though.
Friends.
The big guy.
Yeah, the big guy's in the back for second round. It's no good.
Sloppy
There's
seconds.
fisting going on.
Oh.
There's flaming fisting
Yeah,
going
and the
on.
guy is it's really, it's not even subtle. I don't know who drew this, but really, like,
But isn't
Brings
it-
back the old days of the Batman and Robin gay sequence.
Oh.
Scenes and covers.
I was gonna say bring back the old days of Attica, but yeah, sure, that too.
They're all tornadoes. They're like the whole.
They're all
family.
red. No, they're all red. The Red Tornado, Red Torpedo, Red Inferno, and
Yeah, one more.
Red asshole?
Yes.
Red asshole.
Soon. That's the last one. Very soon. Red asshole.
According to our director Roger, a lot of you guys watch this on, your iPhone and your iTouch and everything, and so Roger made a game for, so you can download it at the Mac store. It's called Battlefleet. And basically, you gotta sync your opponent's battleship before they sink you. I don't even have an iPhone. I'm gonna download it anyway. Is that good?
Yeah, I guess so. Thanks, Pete.
No, celebrating 11 years of best service. That's up. No, this day, unlimited memory, donate, email account, and everything else you might want to learn. No, the other, these made men are 50% off. I'm there, 50% your friend.
Okay, and on to Marvel!
Oh yeah.
Siege.
Why?
You know what? I was hoping for more.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Thor got his ass whooped in 3 panels by the Sentry and
Can I
Iron
break down
Man.
again? Continues
Or whatever
why
it is, Iron Patriot.
Why Brian Michael Bendis is such a pain in the ass is he has like 8 pages of just talky.
Exposition,
Yeah,
Talky, splody, talky.
Yeah, seriously. There's like about 7 pages of exposition.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's Marvel's mantra for making books work.
Wait,
At least
and
the most part.
but it gets worse. And then they've got another like 6 pages
That
with
shit is
more exposition.
God, yeah.
It's outtakes from the script, and Thor was like
Outtakes
that.
from the script.
You think I'm bullshitting? It's
No,
dialogue.
yeah,
It's
I know.
dialogue, and then Thor gets taken down in 3 panels. Like it's
You
really.
dare? Yes, we
Yeah.
do. That's
That
the
was
end of the
it.
fight.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was.
It was.
And it wasn't even the Sentry that knocked the snot out of him afterward. The Sentry fucking floored him, and then it was Norman
UFOs,
Osborn.
yeah,
Are
I
you
mean, my-
kidding me?
Don't get me wrong. I think this has great potential. This is a really disappointing.
It was a
position.
bad
Like,
first start.
and the
But
I
you know
gotta
what?
say-
You know what?
I gotta say, I read a review on another website. Yes, I actually went to another website. So, and
We'll flame
they
him
loved
later.
it. Yeah, that's all right. They loved it, and I gotta say, flipping through it, I don't know why. It really, and that last page
Yeah.
really pissed me off. Really.
Oh, you mean Captain America for some reason turning on the
Watching TV.
news while in costume, watching his buddy Thor get his ass whooped in 3 panels,
And
and,
then
he
Steve
Rogers.
stands up like, no,
Steve
shaking
Rogers,
his
Captain
fist.
America.
Yeah, Steve Rogers,
I'll put it up.
whose head is pretty disproportional to the rest of his body.
Yeah, his head is a little.
Yeah.
It's Leafield-ish, yeah.
You know who's gonna be the
Wow.
hero of this whole thing?
Captain America.
Volstagg.
No, Captain America.
Not Volstagg.
It's always the fat guy. The fat guys are gotta be the hero.
But on one other note, final note on Siege. Normally Marvel's crossovers start out awesome and end horribly, so maybe they're reversing
Nah, I
polarity.
think the
here.
whole thing is gonna be bad.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty lackluster.
I'm gonna go
Well,
with that.
you're a pessimist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be happy here,
Look,
Steve.
half empty.
Half empty. It's a half empty bottle.
Whose is this?
What the fuck is that?
Isn't that the one that I peed in about 25
Fallen?
minutes ago?
title?
Not
Peas
final.
always clear.
Wow.
What?
2/3
This.
empty.
Look at this. In April, there's Fallen. In parentheses, not final title.
Shit isn't ending.
Tied into this is Siege Embedded.
Which
Frontline.
yeah, it's Frontline